Someone new comes to Eden, and things aren't so symmetrical. This week,
on Top of the Stack. Thank you for joining us on this week's Top of the Stack, our comic review segment for the comics released on January 20th, 2016. Like I said, this is the segment where we review our top picks of the week, my favorite, her favorite, along with some honorable mentions. So this week, let's get it started with an Image comic by the name of Postal number 9. This one's written by Brian Hill, art by Isaac Goodhart, and colors by Betsy Gonya. So, as we know, this is a comic about a individual named Mark who is living with autism.
yes.
He sees the world a little differently than you and me.
Mm-hmm. That he does.
That is definitely what sells me on this comic. That's why I've been reading it from day one and haven't stopped. We get, the thing I like about this one, he's living in a town of criminals. The government puts these criminals there to keep them away from people. Mm-hmm. And in this issue, we get a new character. We get to see how people are brought into Eden, which is kind of creepy in itself. And we get to see Mark, character a little more in depth, his issues, his disability, which in this series is not a disability at all. It's an ability.
It's like, yeah, exactly.
He uses it to be a detective, and he sees him and Maggie kind of working together to hone his skills. Gets a little more in depth, and he uses it for something a little more dangerous.
Yes, a little bit unexpected for this issue. I liked it a lot. I thought, I like the whole Maggie and Mark
kind of flirting with each
other.
Yeah,
I like their whole thing. And, I really think she does really, really like him. But
you never know in this town.
I know.
She also said she got in trouble for weed when she really got in trouble because she was a drug kingpin.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
But I at this point, I'm believing it.
Yeah.
Because she kind of got what she wanted from him already, so why continue fucking with him?
But then we also see with the FBI, there's an agent who wants to investigate Eden and see if it is a real place, even though it's supposed to be under lock and key. Nobody's supposed to know about this place. So I'm interested to see where that storyline's going to go.
Yeah.
Because not only do we have Eden, but we have, possibility of Eden no longer being there if it gets discovered by certain people.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's going to let that happen.
Yeah.
So a lot of things came into play in this one. New girl, seemingly smart, or shy and innocent. Who knows? She may be darker than we think she is. We're going to find all that out, hopefully in the next few issues. Her character is going to get more in depth. But overall, I like this issue. It's just a really good issue. So I am giving this a Christian Bale. So that is Postal number 9 by Brian Hill, Isaac Goodhart, and Betsy Gonya. And it is getting a Christian Bale from Geek'd.
All right, so this week I chose Symmetry number 2 by Matt Hawkins and Raphael Ienco. This one gave us a lot of information, I felt like. So basically we have Michael, our main character. He's narrating through this whole issue, and he's narrating, you kind of get the hint, for his future child.
Like it's a letter or a diary to her.
Yeah, exactly. Lot of info. We learn that races are segregated.
Yeah.
So the white people don't know that there's African Americans,
I think
Spanish.
The girl they found in issue 1 ends up being Hispanic, right?
Yeah. So they're all mind blown when they find a Hispanic chick.
Yeah.
And we also discover that everyone is medicated through their food.
On that issue, the elder who was there, he's like, I can't understand her. And the elder easily speaks to her, so they know. The elders know what's up.
Yeah, which we find out.
Yeah.
She explains to Michael.
Yeah.
Once you're an elder, you learn all these things, and sometimes you aren't prepared to know these things.
Giver.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so we also find out everyone is medicated through their food, which is another interesting thing, because I believe they give a shit in our food that we aren't supposed to have.
Put on your tinfoil hats, everybody.
Not necessarily medicated, but, to suppress certain emotions so everything is symmetrical.
Well, I mean, we do know that 80% of antibiotics go into our local livestock that we consume. So
and this has been a
true.
message from Geek'd Up TV.
So, what else happens in this issue?
Okay, so we see a glimpse of the future 3 years after the solar flare happened, and basically hell has broken loose. Everybody's feeling emotions that they've never felt before. They're fighting. There's going to be an uprising. There's people who don't want to do that. There's people who want to figure out how to get these AIs back online. And then there you have your vigilantes that are against it.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what this whole issue is about. We're learning about
the system that brought them to where they are, and how quickly that system can be broken.
Yes.
I mean, just hours, it seems like, after this whole thing, they're starting to get different feelings because they haven't consumed their food. They haven't,
Yes.
So it's pretty immediate, and they are immediately getting emotions of fear and starvation. Like, they don't know anything. They can't fend for themselves.
Right, exactly.
Everything's done for them, which now you start to think, why? Why is it like this?
Yes, which I sure hope we'll find out.
Yep.
But anyway, so I really liked this one. I'm giving it a Christian Bale.
So that is Symmetry number 2 by Matt Hawkins and Raphael Ienco, and it is getting a Christian Bale from Geek'd Up. Which leads us to our 2 honorable mentions this week. The first one being Batman 48 by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. We get to see him have a long conversation with the Riddler. They seem to not know who each other is. It's pretty interesting. And we finally get to see him maybe want to take back his cape and cowl. Then we have Clean Room number 4 by Gail Simone, John Davis Hunt, and Quentin Winter. Another great issue.
Yes.
A lot was put into this. Almost made it on top of the stack, but I think I went with Postal just because of the different look at autism and the way they always surprise me the way they handle that. So those are our honorable mentions this week. Let us know what you thought about these reviews. What were your favorite comics for the week of January 20th, 2016? And what should we review next time? Let us know in the comments below when you give us those thumbs up and subscribe.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Vine, and Twitter. Until then, stay geeked up.
Always hug a xenomorph.
Always.